All right, in the last two lessons, we learned about JSON and we learned about the fetch API and what AJAX is. And in this lesson, we're going to actually write a little bit of AJAX and we're going to get some information from a website. So we're going to use the fetch API, and that's because it's the new way of making AJAX requests. It handles things for us so that we don't need to, which is really nice. We don't have to write as much code basically, and less code is always more. That's why we're not learning the old way of AJAX requests. It's old, it's outdated. We don't need to do it anymore. Instead, we're going to be learning fetch. So with fetch, it looks a lot like this. Fetch HTTP website.com does something, then does some more stuff in here, then does some more stuff in here. That's really all there is to a fetch request. And so we're saying, go and get information from website.com. Now we're going to use a proper example here, but this is what the syntax looks like. And you'll notice that I'm using an indent here because I don't necessarily want it to look like this. This looks a little harder to read. And because it's actually the then keyword or the then method is part of the fetch function, I'm going to indent it so it looks nicer, so that I know when I'm reading fetch, the next line when it's indented is also part of this fetch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up my browser and I'm going to go to swappy.dev. And this is where we can get some Star Wars information, just an API for Star Wars. There's another one. If you don't like Star Wars, you can do Pokemon API. And this is pokeapi.co. It's pretty much the exact same thing, slightly different URLs, but will give you very, very similar data. So if you're feeling like you'd rather do Pokemon stuff than Star Wars stuff, just swap out swappy.dev for pokeapi.co. The data is going to be slightly different. It's going to be structured slightly different. So you're going to have to handle that on your own, which is a good upgrade project, by the way. But for now, we're going to be using swappy.dev. And the idea here is that we can simply type in swappy.dev/API/planets/3, and that's going to give us Yavin 4, or people/1, and this is going to give us Luke Skywalker. And so we can actually go to this URL, and let's do this, API/people/1, and you can see it's giving us all sorts of information. Oh, there's links in here that we can't really see, but it's giving us all sorts of information. And if you take a look at this, doesn't this look a lot like JSON? Interesting, because it is JSON. And isn't it interesting that it already looks like a JavaScript object? That's amazing. We've got arrays in here. We've got an empty array. We've got regular strings. We have mass and height, which honestly should be numbers, but they are coming in as strings as well, which is totally fine. We can work with that. We know how to cast a string to a number and work with that as well. So we want to use this URL and get some information about our friend Luke Skywalker. So what I can do here is fetch, and I'm just going to paste that URL in here. Then I'm going to take that response and I'm going to JSONify it. So response.json, and this is using arrow functions. We're familiar with these already. This is a short way of writing a one-line arrow function. Then we can take that response and we can call it anything we want at this point. Let's just call it data. And let's go ahead and use a regular arrow function here and do console.log data. Now let's go back to our primary document and let's just refresh our console here. And you can see it takes a second to kick in there. It's not as fast as it usually is, and that's because it's asking another server for information. But it is still pretty fast. And so we now have this object in here that has the birth year, eye color, hair color, name, starships, vehicles. It even has all the films that he's in, which are more API links, which we could go and get information from. This is how we make a simple fetch request. So what I would like you to do is create a simple fetch request. Now you can use the Star Wars API, or you can use the Pokemon API, or you can use really any other API as long as you have access to that JSON. And just remember, we're going to fetch that URL. We're then going to take that response and turn it into JSON with response.json. Then we're going to take that data, which is basically the response.json. We're going to take that data and we're going to console log that data. And that's all we're going to do at this point in time. Once you have that console logging in your console, let's head on over to our final project, where we create a way for our page to randomly load a character from swappy.dev. And this is going to be our final project. So make sure you have a few minutes lined up. Make sure you've got probably 20 to 30 minutes lined up for this project. Once you have that, once you've got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, let's work through this project together.